have an unboxing. And this is the March box for the Butterfly Book Club. So let's see what's inside. So this is what is in the March box. This is what we get. I have only just finished reading the January box, which was Living Legend, and that thing was thick. So I haven't even read February's book yet. So let's have a look what's in here. So we get our normal information card, and this month there are 2 books. Doesn't feel like 2 books, but according to the picture it's 2 books. So we have what the books are, something about the author, and other books that the author has written. And then on the back we've got the reading challenges, which you can join on their Discord server, which is week 1. You get to win things. You can win a gift card to the Hive, which is their online store. Highly recommend you take a look. And no, I am not sponsored or paid for this video. I ain't big enough. So yeah, so week 1's challenge, you get a £5 gift card to the Hive. Week 2 challenge, an e-copy of one of her other books. Week 3, you get another copy of another of her books. And week 4 is another gift card to the Hive. So yeah, and if you're not already in the Discord, you can join the Discord with the QR code on this information card. And speaking of the Discord read-along, we always get a collection of prompt cards, which are great for when I do my YouTube videos, because you get the book that it is, what the prompt is, and what page it goes to. So for me, I like to put tabs along the pages of the books, because it makes it easier when you're reading to just then remember where these are. Now you could insert the cards in the book, but I find that it makes it really, really hard to close, and I didn't want the book to be pulled out of shape for it. So yeah, and like I said, this has got 2 books in, so we do have 2 sets of prompt cards, 1 purple, 1 red, easy to distinguish. And we do usually have, never mind, we've got 2. So usually we have 1 card that has artwork for the book and a letter from the author on the back. This time, because there's 2 books, we get 2 cards. So this is the artwork that is on it, and the author letter here on the back. And then we get an extra card with the read-along. So for the read-along, it is book 1, week 1 and 2, and then book 2, week 3 and 4. With it being 2 books in a month and I'm bad enough at just reading 1 of the books a month that I get, I do hope that they're only little. And on here we've got, what's scarier than hunting demons? Being bonded to one of them. Not in the books I read it in. And it says, I hunt demons, I don't work for them. And with every Butterfly Book Club box we do get a special bookmark that goes with the book. And I keep them all in my little book pot, which is set up on my Butterfly Book Club shelf. And now we get on to the book. Now it doesn't feel like there's 2 books. So whether it's like 2 books in one, it doesn't feel like. I do like these cloth bags. Fairy Loot do the same thing, and they are notoriously hard to open without ripping them. At least for me anyway. Although this one seems quite big. Oh, I see the reason for it being so big and easy to get the book out. I am going to have to be extremely careful with this, because the reasons I'm going to show you in a minute. You're going to see in a minute why I'm being so careful, because Jesus Christ. Okay. I think I'm holding it. Alright. We're just going to do it. So this is Speak of the Demon by Stacia Stark, and you see what I mean when I am being exceptionally careful, because it is cut out. The covers are cut out. So no wonder this bag was ridiculously big for what they usually are. Usually I'm ripping it trying to get the book out because it's packed really, really tightly. But I can see why they couldn't pack this very tightly, because it would, like, you can see it would catch on these things. And even putting it, whatever books I put it next to I'm gonna have to take them out together if I ever want to read them, because it would be very, very easy to rip this. But like I said, it is 2 books in one, so we do get this, and then on the flip we get the 2 different colours on the back, on the spine, and then you flip it over and it does have the same on the back, except it's a different colour, and it is still cut out, so you can see it is cut out on here. I have never seen a book do this, and probably for good reason, because it is so easy to rip this thing. It would be so easy to tear it and I would be mortified. But it is 2 books in one, so we'll flip it back and have a look at these sprayed edges, which are these. I am loving these. I am loving these. I love that we've got the pink up here, and then if I flip it over to what the other side will be, it does have this up here. I love how it works so well together. Now the cover is quite loose. I don't think it needs to be as loose as it is, or if I think it would work better with it being tight, so it can't really go anywhere. But let's have a look what's under the cover. I have to be so careful with this cover. So, like I said, this is the cover. You can see how cut out it is. And how it would be so easy just to rip it apart. But on the side we do have Bond with him or die. And on this side we have I was caught in demon territory and now he's giving me a choice. I'm gonna have to work so hard not to rip it. But let's have a look at the hardback. So we do know what's on the hardback anyway, partially because of the openness of the cover. But this is the first book, Speak of the Demon. Up on here. And we flip it over and we've got Dance with the Demon here. Now this subscription box isn't like romance, it is fantasy. So I've been pulled in with covers like this before and realised that they're dark romance, and I was not prepared. So let's have a little look on the inside. Ooh. So this is the end papers for Speak of the Demon, and these are the end papers for Dance with the Demon here. Now usually we get little like book stickers with the author's signature on, but this one is actually signed by the author on here, and these pages are new. They only started doing that this year, where you have an actual place for the author's signature to go. Right, so I keep flipping it upside down because this is Speak of the Demon, which is the first one, so everything's all... Oh, nice. But when it gets to... Alright, so we're in the middle here, so that is the end of book 1. And book 2... Start from me. If you read it up here, is upside down. So you have to flip it over to read book 2. I think that's a very good touch, especially when you've got a duology. Haven't even heard of these, so... Because you might be wondering, where is the blurb? The Butterfly Book Club don't include... I have to be very careful when I pick that up. They don't include blurbs with their books. Not even on a card, which I would prefer, because then I don't have to go to Goodreads to go find it and search for it, and I would rather just have it. Speak of the Demon is, of course, the first in the Deals with Demons series. So I'm going to be looking off up here for the blurb, so bear with me a bit. I hunt demons, I don't work for them. And I promised my mom one thing before she was murdered. Under no circumstance would I ever go near the high demons. So it's demons instead of fae. But I'll break that promise over and over again if it helps me avenge her death. When my only lead winds up dead in the middle of demon territory, I'm suddenly in deep shit. See, I'm not keen on swearing being in the blurb. Have it throughout the book, I mean, I curse enough. But in the blurb, Violence in Samael's club is a death sentence, unless he can use you. And it turns out that the scariest demon in the triangle has a use for little old me. Demons are being slaughtered, his demons, and as a bounty hunter, it's up to me to find out who would dare hurt his people. I've got 2 weeks to find the killer, and if I fail, I'm bonded to Samael forever. Samael's certain that I'll be his, but I'm not the kind of girl who risks her freedom for a demon. I'm the kind of girl who won't let anyone get in the way of her vengeance, not even the Machiavellian control freak who thinks he can run my life. The problem? I've pissed the wrong people off. Now I'm the one being hunted and someone's coming for me with everything they have. But I'm never more dangerous than when my back is up against the wall and I'm ready to come out swinging. I mean, it sounds interesting enough. Now, one thing when I was reading that I've noticed is that the books that have come out from the Butterfly Book Club this year all have the same kind of theme. Like the book I mentioned earlier, Living Legend, that was January's book, is about a demon and an angel, and it's got Lilith in, and that is really, really good. And the second one, February's book, is Glimmer of the Other, and that is about I haven't read it, but I'm trying to remember, a detective or a bounty hunter that has ties to the underworld. Not the criminal one, the dead one. And then this one, obviously, is a bounty hunter going into demon territory. So that's the third. I mean, all 3 books this year have had the same kind of theme. And I'm wondering if they're doing it all year on purpose, or whether it's just the books that whoever's picking them just likes that genre. For January's book to have it, yeah. For February's book to have it, For March's duology to have it, there's a definite pattern there. But when I get round to this, because, I mean, April is a full month for me, reading-wise anyway. February was awful. March was dire. I'll probably get round to this when I get around to it. But for artwork, it's alright. It's an alright artwork. There's nothing much going on there. But for the uniqueness of having a jacket like this, while I like how unique it is going to be so easy to rip it by accident. And whether you can see here that like some of it is already curling up. So it's going to have to be treated with delicacy. But yeah, let me know what you think of this box down in the comments below. So let me know what you think of this. I'm putting it on so carefully. Trying to be so careful. Now, usually I read books with the dust jacket still on. And with this one, I aren't going to be able to do that. Because it is so... I don't know if you can see, but it is like curling up here. It is going to be so treated with such delicacy, because it's going to have to be. But yeah, let me know what you think of this, because I am going to it's so delicate. It's going to have to be treated so delicately. But yeah, overall, am I happy with it? Yeah, I mean, a lot of work has gone into this. This ain't easy. Especially on both sides of it. And the fact that you can flip it up and down when you read, you have to flip it up and down from book 1 to book 2. I think is quite. I keep touching it. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to rip it. But overall, I am quite happy with this month's box.
The moonlight soft embrace